Okay, so it is the day before my procedure. This will be the first part of the procedure, I guess, because there's going to be many to follow. Well, a couple to follow. So I thought I would start this part off with a little grocery haul of things that I bought that I'll be able to eat for the first week, and then a drug haul. I picked up all my prescriptions the other day, so I thought I would share that with you and that process, how much all of them were without insurance and all of that. So let's just jump into the drugs first. The lady at the pharmacist had me a little bit nervous when I went to go fill them because she was making it out to be like it was gonna be really expensive to not go through my insurance company, but I was fully prepared to have to pay out of pocket for my prescriptions. So she entered in the most expensive one, and that came to like 20 something dollars, and I was like, oh. But yeah, you can just fill all of them then. This is going to be what I will take for pain, and this is the opioid prescription. So I also was prescribed ibuprofen, which I guess is for pain and swelling, so it kind of helps with the healing process, but this is Norco specifically for pain. And then this one is the off-brand version of Halcyon, 3 little pills that I will take 2 of tomorrow morning. So I will take one around 7:10 a.m. and then take another one probably around 8, and then my appointment is at 8:20 in the morning. And I will bring the third one in case I feel like I need to take it. This is for anxiety, but obviously getting treatment for dental anxiety is so important for something like this because you literally don't have to worry. Like you can't worry, even if you wanted to worry. These won't let you worry. I have the last 2 prescriptions. So we have the ibuprofen, which are 800 milligrams. And then this is amoxicillin, which is an antibiotic to help with infection, which I already have an infection. So hopefully this clears up the infection. These pills look big. Oh. They're so weird looking. They're like pink and purple. How cute. So that's the drugs. That's what was given to me. I think my total for all 4 prescriptions was $55 or around $55. So it really wasn't that bad out of pocket, which I'm really grateful for. I was worried it was going to be a lot more. And then for groceries, obviously you can't eat solid foods for a little bit. It's kind of like when you get your wisdom teeth taken out, because I'm doing an extraction as well, but they're also cutting into my gum, which will be an open wound, so I will have to let that heal before I can eat. Also found out I'm not able to brush the surrounding teeth for 7 days. Obviously none of this is solid food. I just looked up what people normally eat for wisdom tooth removal and went off that. So I got some popsicles, some different flavored popsicles. We have some roasted red pepper and tomato soup, which this will definitely come in handy. I'm a savory person, so a lot of the softer type foods are sweet. So I had to make sure I got some soups. On that note, I got 2 of these Annie's creamy tomato and bunny pasta soup. So this does have solids in it. I'm thinking this after a couple days I'll be able to like use my tongue because there's nothing hard or crunchy in here. I'm sure this will be fine. Even if I just swallow the pasta whole, I'll be fine. We got a big old thing of unsweetened applesauce. This is actually something we eat all the time in the house anyway, but this, you know, obviously will come in handy. I got 2 of these cottage cheese doubles. I know cottage cheese is very polarizing. I personally love cottage cheese, especially when you add some fruit to it. And then I got 4 Greek yogurts. I hope this is enough food for the duration of the recovery for how long I'll have to eat soft foods. I'm not really sure how long I will. But hopefully this is enough to tide me over for a few days. If need be, I can have Ryan run out to the store or pick up some takeout or something, whatever I need. So that's what I'll be eating in the recovery days. I will be vlogging during those days. I have no idea how much vlog footage I'll be able to get tomorrow because the drug that I'll be taking for my anxiety, this guy, is an amnesia pill too, so it can cause amnesia, so you don't remember a lot, so which is ideal. That's what I want. And I might not even remember to film that much tomorrow. It just really depends on how I feel. I'll try to film after the procedure, of course, but I might just like go right to sleep. Fingers crossed tomorrow goes well. I can't believe the next time I talk to you it'll be time for the appointment. I am feeling a little bit anxious. Obviously, that's normal. I'm just gonna kind of allow that feeling to flow through me and just be there and just sit with it because it is what it is. I it's natural to feel anxious over this kind of thing, and I have dental anxiety on top of that. So it's okay. I'm being kind to myself today and letting myself know it's okay. Whatever you're feeling, you don't need to force it away. Just feel what you feel. It'll be okay regardless. Oh, and say goodbye. Goodbye to that tooth back there. Right here. Goodbye. I woke up at like 6 because I kept having dreams about missing my medication, missing my appointment. I keep checking the time to see if I can take my anti-anxiety medication yet because I'm feeling so anxious this morning. My stomach hurts really bad. I'm just having stomach problems because of anxiety. So coffee is an answer for that. I can't fathom the relief that I'm going to feel on the way home from this, because it's different from any other dental appointment where I do feel relief. This one will be different because it's a huge process, like for me anyway. Obviously not everyone, a lot of people get implants done, it's no big deal. But for me to face my biggest fear of getting dental implants and finally going through with at least the first procedure, I'm gonna feel so proud of myself. So I'm just trying to hold on to that feeling, and I'm very excited to feel that once it comes. But I thought I would not feel this much anxiety, and I can't take my medication for another half hour. So I'm gonna try my best to do some like breathing exercises, maybe meditate, something to get me to 7:15 where I could take it, and then I'll have that relief once that kicks in. So yeah. Yeah, it's been 20 minutes since I took the first Halcyon, and I don't know if I'll need 3. I don't even know if I'll need 2, but I struggle walking, very uncoordinated right now, like feeling drunk without mentally feeling drunk, although mentally I'm not all there either right now. Hard to keep my eyes open, so I'm gonna be in there like this most of the time, and also hard to focus my eyes on anything. My eyes are moving, I don't know. It's a really weird sensation, but I don't feel any anxiety anymore, so it's so worth it. We did it! We're gone! I have a lot of gauze in my mouth right now, so you're not gonna be really able to understand me. But the appointment went by really fast. Still on Halcyon, so forgive me. The worst part of the whole thing is the freaking thing they have to put in your mouth on the other side to keep your mouth open to like prop your teeth up, because my gum, they were like putting pressure on it and it hurts so bad the whole time. And it hurts really bad right now, so that's gonna be sore. I'll explain everything more when I'm coherent, a little bit more coherent, but I survived. I did it. It was a short appointment. My tooth is no longer, I can't wait to see it and not feel pain once the Novocaine wears off. That's what we're looking like. I also have stitches in there. I have to go back in 2 weeks to get the stitches out. My chauffeur driving me. Thank you. So the Halcyon's kind of wearing off, and the numbing is kind of wearing off. So I'm starting to feel a little bit of pain in this area. I'm nervous to take the gauze off. I feel like it doesn't need to come off right now. I might take an ibuprofen. They told me to wait for the Halcyon to be out of my system before I take one of the Norcos, because they're both like really sedative type drugs. The worst pain's coming in from my jaw on this side from having that piece that holds your jaw open for them so you don't have to. That hurt so bad. That was the worst part of the whole procedure. Also, I'll definitely be sore from the injections from the Novocaine. Those are actually pretty painful this time. They go by really fast, so it's really not that bad, but they were a little pinchy. I think it's around 11 a.m. So I'm just gonna rest in the bed a little bit longer before I take the gauze out and try to take medicine or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to try to take my antibiotic and my ibuprofen right now because the pain is starting to come in and I want to get it before it gets really bad. So we have an ibuprofen, an antibiotic. Let's try to take them. I have a straw. I'm not allowed to use straws. That wasn't that bad. I'm only using a straw because I have the gauze in there. If I didn't, I wouldn't be using a straw. Should give me more gauze for later. Now we do cold packs. I'm supposed to ice my face. Oh, I can feel it. Like the pain and pressure right here. I'm supposed to ice my face for the next 2 to 3 days because the swelling is supposed to be really bad. I think the worst of it is gonna be day 2, but for now I'm just gonna ice my face and wait for those meds to kick in and enjoy laying in the bed. I'm not gonna lie, seeing the tooth gone makes me a little emotional because it's finally gone. I wanted it gone for so long. You can't tell if my face is really swollen. It's not too swollen yet, right?
No. You look normal.
I don't know about normal. It's kind of hard to talk, but my jaw feels like I broke it. That's the pain level I'm at. It's at like a 5. I'm kind of thinking I'll take one of these, the Norcos, because I took an ibuprofen an hour ago and it just keeps getting worse as the numbing keeps wearing off. Just gotta film my whole healing process, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How many of these they give me? 20? Alright, we're not doing straw now because I have my gauze out.
I'm just a little thrown off. I kind of end on that.
It's been about 5 hours since I've been home. I took a nap. You can see it's swelling on this side. Part of this one. Very painful. The pain right now is like a 3. Don't mind Ryan, he's gaming with his friends. But I think I'll wait until before bed to take another Norco so that way I can sleep okay. But this is the swollenness that we have going on. I've been icing it off and on throughout the day. I haven't had to put any more gauze in it, and I was able to eat a little bit of yogurt as you saw, and that's all that I've eaten today. It's almost 5 p.m. I think. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. Inside is a mess. Like my gum is swollen so much. It's almost covering the other tooth that's back there, the one that they left. But right now it's really just this pocket here that is like really painful. But we'll see what tomorrow looks like. I'll give you an update before I go to bed. Okay, it's getting a little dark. It's 6:30 p.m. and I have been icing my face. As you can see, the swelling here looking lovely. I ate some applesauce and took another Norco because the pain got really bad. It probably jumped up to like a 5. And then now I'm eating some soup. So we have some Annie's soup, and I am actually able to chew the little bunny pasta shapes a little bit on this side of my mouth. Just like enough to be able to swallow it. So pain right now is fine. I actually feel a lot better right now because I've eaten a decent amount. And I hadn't eaten all day. Like all I had for breakfast was applesauce. And then I had a Greek yogurt after the surgery, like, I don't know, a couple hours afterwards. And that was it. So I've eaten a lot more applesauce and the soup and I'm just getting some energy back, and it's so nice. It is very uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, but it's completely manageable, especially with the pain meds and everything. I haven't had any bleeding yet either, so I feel like we're doing pretty good considering it still being the same day that the procedure happened. Okay, I think this is gonna be the last update for night 1, and I'm gonna try to eat a little bit of something before I take my antibiotic and another pain pill to go to bed. I think I'm gonna take an ibuprofen instead. Norco lasts maybe like 2 hours and then I'm in pain again, and it's a lot of pain. Like it's just like constant. I'm hoping it's only like 3 or 4 days of this. But also another thing is whenever I eat, sit up, take pain pills, I get so nauseous, like so scared I'm gonna throw up every time. I did find a picture, like an infographic thing of what they actually did to me. It's just a cartoon version of it, not anything too graphic, and I'll put it up here now so you can like get a better idea of what happened. And then to me that also explains why the stitches go up so high, because I have stitches all the way to these teeth up here, just in case any of you guys are going to be going through this as well or getting bone grafts at all ever. That's the process. And it's a ridge reconstruction or ridge something. I forget what it's called. That is it for day 1. I can't believe I did it. I have to keep reminding myself like it happened, like I did it. Weird to me that it's done because I've been overthinking it for so long, and I did it. So I'm so proud of myself and just so grateful to allow myself this time for rest right now. Okay, it's about 7 a.m. the next morning. This is day 2 of my recovery. As you can see, very swollen. The good news is the pain during the night was not bad. I'm probably not going to give a lot of updates today because it's hard to talk. The ibuprofen knocked out all my pain last night. It was so good. I did let my pain meds lapse, and so last night I was in a lot of pain, like right before I was gonna go to sleep. And then once the ibuprofen kicked in, it was like no pain at all. I could not sleep on this side of my body though, so that was a little inconvenient, I would say, but the sleeping part wasn't that bad. I did wake up really early because I went to sleep at like 9, but it's a little sore now. I haven't taken any pain pills today. I mean, I just woke up, so I haven't taken anything. It doesn't hurt too bad. It's uncomfortable because of how swollen it is. I am sipping on a little bit of coffee. I put extra milk in it so I can get some extra calories because I'm struggling a lot to eat, so wherever I can get it. Also, I want to point out that I'm feeling a lot of pain here, like in my throat area and like under my jaw.
I'm too parched. I need water. Is that not good? That ties in the fish market that like you really want. This is smart business, right? I tried.
Okay, I haven't updated you pretty much all day since I don't even know what time the last time was. Look at how swollen that is. Oh my god. It's the end of day 2. Well, kind of. Pepe's here to join us. He's very needy today. I should probably change my clothes at some point. Maybe take a shower. That would be cool. Swelling is probably at its worst that it's been. But nothing really changed. I'm just eating everything out of bowls at lukewarm temperature. Tonight's dinner is refried beans. And yeah, I've just been watching movies and chilling all day. I'm already kind of over recovery. I'm not gonna lie, getting a little bit of cabin fever. But maybe by day 4 I will be able to like go outside and go for a light walk or something. But that's kind of all I have to update you. Hopefully tomorrow you'll see me in different clothes. Hopefully the swelling is down tomorrow. Pain is a little bit worse today, not gonna lie, but it's fine. I took a nap too. That's been my day. I'm reaching the point in recovery where it feels like it's never gonna get better. Like it just feels like this is always gonna be my face now. Obviously I know it won't, and just day 3 and I'll get over it and I'll get better, but the days are long, I'll tell you that. When you got nothing to do but heal, Days are very, very long. My pain was pretty bad last night. I woke up around 1:30 and had to take an ibuprofen, and it felt like the injections all over again. Like it felt literally just like the needles, so not sure what that was about. Oh, another update is I started using salt water rinses. I can't really swish around yet because I can still dislodge a clot, but I've been putting salt water in my mouth and kind of like swirling it around a little bit to help with the bacteria, because I can't use mouthwash or anything yet because it's still a wound. Obviously I can't brush my teeth, so I'm kind of desperate to do something to help with the situation in my mouth. So salt water it is. It's not pleasant, but and then you just kind of have to like let it fall out of your mouth. You can't spit. Thank you. It's around 5:30 p.m. on day 3, and today has by far been the hardest pain-wise. Definitely way more pain today. I feel like I count down the minutes when I can take my next pain pill. The swelling's obviously got down quite a bit. It's not that bad. I took a shower, so that was nice. Very refreshing. And that's when I discovered that warm or like heat, moist heat really helps. So I started putting like warm compresses on the swelling. I do feel like I tried to eat solid food too fast because I ate mac and cheese. I thought it would be soft enough to eat, but it does require some chewing on this side. So I feel like I rushed into that, and now the pain is just so much worse. So I'm gonna try to just lay down and relax the rest of the day and not talk. I was able to get my toothbrush in there and kind of brush some of these teeth, my top teeth and this side, so I feel a little bit better about that. Good morning. It is the morning of day 4 of recovery, and the swelling's gone down even more, so that's a great sign. And the pain this morning is a little bit more manageable. Last night it got really bad, and I think it's because I rinsed too early with salt water, and the hot compresses I think dislodged some things. Today we're not going to try to force anything, although I do need to get some work done today, so hopefully I can stay ahead of the pain all day. So I'm gonna take an ibuprofen to start my day. I am now introducing brushing my teeth with water in the mornings to make me feel a little bit better about myself. So something else I didn't really tell you is I did not time my recovery well with my period. So we got our period today. But we're fine, we're fine. I'm just gonna come out on the other side of this, done with all that shit. I'm just gonna be like a new woman coming out on the other side of all of this. Okay, so it's like towards the end of day 4. It's almost 7 p.m. I've only taken ibuprofen today. It's the first day without having to take Norcos, so that's pretty cool. I'm able to eat pretty easily now, I would say. And Ryan actually just pointed something out, that I have a bruise here, which I did hear that that can happen. You can get some bruising. It is so much better. It still feels huge to me because I'm in my own face and I can feel the swelling still that exists in there is still there. It's officially day 5 and I'm still swollen. I feel like it's gone down so much. The bruise, I feel like got a little bit worse. Anyway, I don't have much to update you on. I'm just sitting on the patio eating some applesauce. It is 11, just turned 11, but it's pretty much the same as yesterday. Like I feel exactly the same. The pain this morning, I did have to take an ibuprofen because I did feel it, but it is getting to the point where it's a little bit more bearable, and I could probably go without ibuprofen, and I can definitely go without Norco now, which is really nice. Well, I left my house. I'm at Starbucks right now. Just a quick little, nice little coffee outing to treat myself to a Starbucks because I haven't had it in so long, obviously, since my thing. I'm very excited to get it, but swelling today not too bad. I can still feel it inside, but it's, I think, fully down on the outside. You can't really tell that I'm swollen at all. But it's gonna take like a long time, I feel, for this little thing inside to just like go down all the way. And I have switched to regular ibuprofen instead of the prescribed because I don't feel like I need 800 milligrams every time. I only take that twice a day, but I don't feel like I need that, so I just switched to taking regular 200 milligram, and I took 2 of those this morning, and I feel great. Like, I feel it, but it doesn't feel painful or anything. Laughing and smiling still hurts a little bit. Oh, and new development. I have since discovered that one of my stitches in the far back of my jaw, like the farthest stitch back, penetrated my cheek at some point, and now it just chills in there, so every once in a while I'll go in the bathroom and like pop that stitch out of my cheek because I have a hole in my cheek now from the stitch like poking it. And so that, it doesn't even hurt that bad. I can like feel it if I think about it. And now that I know that it's there, I think about it. It doesn't hurt as much as like it sounds like it would hurt because it's just like really, really fine and just feels like a little poke back there. It's not anything serious, and I'm sure that'll heal up just fine when I get my stitches taken out in a week and a half. I'm very excited. Hi, can I please do a grande iced coffee with white mocha and sweet cream cold foam? All right, it is 6:30. Oh, I'm filming, by the way. Okay. And tonight we are attempting some In-N-Out. I got animal style fries because I feel like now I can chew a little bit on this side. We're gonna try some animal fries. I've been so hungry for days, so I feel like I'm losing weight, and I feel like this is just gonna be a really good meal. Still soft, I think. And then I got a root beer float, which I will eat with a spoon. Or just sip, it's so good. Was today day 6 of my recovery? I'm feeling pretty much back to normal, kind of. I've only taken 2 ibuprofen today, and now it is past noon. Yeah, it's 12:30, so I'm doing pretty good pain-wise, but that's to be expected as part of the recovery. Is the pain typically fades after 3 to 4 days. I'm still taking ibuprofen because I do feel it, and I'm kind of a little bit more paranoid myself with my health anxiety and stuff. You should see my Google history searches right now. I'm gonna show you my Google searches because it's embarrassing. So I'm the kind of person, if I feel any pain at all, like even just a little bit, and it's not even that bad, you know how you have like a mild headache and it's not bad enough to really take anything, but it's just there and it's like pestering, and that's kind of how I feel about my teeth, or I guess my lack of teeth. There's bone grafts there instead. If I feel it, then I'm constantly thinking about it. So while I could go without ibuprofen probably, I choose to still take it every now and again, but I've definitely lightened up on that because I know taking ibuprofen for a long period of time is not good for you. I was so happy to eat solid food yesterday, like not from a bowl. It was so nice. I still have a little bit of swelling on the inside. That, you know, it's so slow how slow the swelling is going down. Like obviously on the outside you can't see anything, but the swelling on the inside of my jaw, like down just right here, it's just like a little bit, but it's just enough to where it's like weird to talk with. The inside's looking pretty good. It's definitely healing. I do have a bump on my jaw, or like in the ridge area, which I googled. Apparently it can happen. Sometimes it could be a sign of infection, sometimes it can just be residual tissue. I have seen the membrane dissolving, so they usually put some kind of membrane over the graft site to help keep the graft material in place so it can solidify. The stitch in the cheek is no longer really an issue. And today is my last full day of an antibiotic, and I'm so excited. I take 1 tomorrow morning since I only took 2 the day of the procedure, obviously. So then I'll be done completely with the antibiotics. And yeah, that's kind of my update for the day. Like I don't expect anything to change throughout the day or any like new stuff. So I'm just doing 1 time check-in for the day. And then tomorrow I will do kind of a recap of the first 7 days and go over my best advice and like what the 7 days in total was like, and like my final thoughts on the procedure and recovery and everything like that for the first week. I thought I was only gonna make 1 update for today, day 7, but I'm having a really hard time. I think I'm just mentally drained, like mentally and physically drained from recovery. And I mean, I knew it'd be hard, but I've been so good. Like, I've been so proud. The pain isn't going away as much as I thought, and I'm sure everything's fine in there. It's just my paranoid brain making me think that, like, making me think the worst is gonna happen. I thought one of the stitches was going into my cheek again, and I tried pulling it out, which, don't do that if you're getting this, by the way. Don't do that. Realized it was the part that was actually supposed to be in my cheek. And so the pain just came back, but in a different way. I just wasn't prepared for, like, the different types of pain I was gonna go through, and it's honestly not that bad. Like, I know I'm crying and stuff, but it's because of my emotions. It's not like I'm crying because of physical pain. It's just like every day it's like a new sensation almost, and I wasn't prepared for the different types of pain and different stages of recovery. And so I'm having a little bit of a hard time. I don't know. I'm just like, tomorrow's a week out, and I'm supposed to end this video tomorrow, and I really don't want to end it on a bad note. But recovery, it feels so long. Like, I'm not used to this. I've never had surgery in my life, so I'm not used to this. I had mono once, and I couldn't do anything for 2 weeks, and that was horrible too. I guess I'm just not built out for that, and I thought I could do it because I'm an introvert and a homebody. I work from home. I don't like going anywhere. I don't like seeing a lot of people. Thought I'd be fine just watching movies all day, but it's really draining. Like, a first world problem, but I don't want to complain. But I'm just in my head all day and thinking the worst. So I'm making dinner right now, and finally gonna eat some vegetables. I'm just gonna cook zucchini because it's really soft. I'm just like Googling too much, I think, and seeing how long it's actually going to be. And just like little things are now bothering me more than they were in the beginning. Like, before it was like, fun fact, I can't use a straw for 4 weeks, and now I'm like, I can't eat crunchy food for 4 weeks. And it's like, it's silly to like be upset, but I'm just like, what else is there? Like, this process is just so long. Like, the healing is so long, and it's like, not all of that's gonna be painful, but it's just different, you know? I don't know. Today's just a hard day. I'm just struggling a little bit. I think once I sleep and relax a little, I'll wake up tomorrow and be more refreshed. It's just a moment, but I wanted to record it because it's the real process of healing, you know? It's mental too. So I just wanted to get that across in this video as well, the challenges mentally that I'm going through. Time for final thoughts, my best advice if you're gonna go through this, and what I wish I would have known. Today it's officially been a whole week since my procedure, so let's go over some things. So obviously last night was a little bit rough, and I just reached kind of a breaking point in my healing, overthinking everything about my healing, but I woke up this morning and feeling so much better. I could feel the swelling actually going away finally, so it's almost gone. And the pain, I haven't taken any pain pills today. It's 8:04 in the morning. I woke up at 7. I have not had any pain this morning, and we'll get to why I think that is in a bit. But first, let's talk about food. So food was probably the hardest thing to deal with in recovery, and not being able to eat for the first 4 days, because I literally felt like I was on Big Brother, if you watch that show, and they have to eat slop for a whole week. I was like, I feel their pain now, because all I could eat was like applesauce. Let me tell you, that gets really old. It's probably better than slop, but it gets old. So if you're a savory person like me, and you're gonna get this procedure done or something similar, or dental procedure, and you're not going to be able to eat properly, don't mind Pepe, he wants to go outside. Here's what I would eat and what I wish I had planned for before my recovery a little bit better, so I could have eaten these things throughout my recovery. Mashed potatoes. Homemade mashed potatoes. You can make mashed sweet potatoes if you like sweet, or you could of course make sweet potato savory. I loved this meal. It was so good. It just felt so hearty. Refried beans watered down is a really good option. Creamed corn I did end up eating with some cheese in it, but this I don't really recommend because I kept getting little corn granules stuck in that area, like they would just travel on over there, so that one's really risky. Be careful with that one. I lived this whole time off mushy ramen. Like, I make garlic noodles pretty much 3 times a week before the procedure, and I couldn't obviously eat pasta, so I would make the next best thing and make my own ramen sauce and just overcook the noodles in the sauce, and this was a lifesaver for me. Mac and cheese was delicious, soft vegetables like zucchini. And then one of my favorite things that I discovered was the roasted red pepper soup, the tomato soup. So good if you grate a bunch of your favorite cheese into it, because then it melts and you can eat cheese without having to like chew anything, and it was so good. Also root beer floats. Wish I remembered that those were a thing during recovery. I would have drank a lot more of those. So some of my other general advice and some things that really helped me in recovery was sleeping with 2 pillows every night for at least the first 4 or 5 nights. Keeping your head elevated really helps with the pain, because when you go flat, you can feel like the blood rush to it and you can feel throbbing. So it's really helpful to sleep elevated. The other worst part probably of recovery was not being able to brush my teeth for a couple days. Did not think that that would be an issue. It definitely was. I felt horrible. So slowly I started being able to floss the teeth at least, because that doesn't obviously affect anything going on down here. Also, I was able, after like day 3, to scrape my tongue a little bit. I couldn't stick out my tongue very far, but I could scrape a little bit, and that really helped with the bad taste in my mouth. And then I would eventually brush my teeth with just water. And then now I'm using regular toothpaste and brushing my teeth as normal, except for that area, of course, and that tooth that's kind of in the midst of all the chaos down there. She has not been brushed for over a week, so sorry. Salt water. Salt water is so important to, I mean, obviously listen to your oral surgeon or your dentist or whoever, you know, listen to their advice and their instructions for you, but I swear salt water is what helped me so much last night and this morning. I think that's why I'm not feeling any pain this morning. Salt water really helps sanitize the mouth if you're not able to brush your teeth yet, and it also helps with inflammation and healing the wounds in your mouth. So highly recommend. Maybe after day 3 or around day 3, start using salt water. Obviously listen to your surgeon dentist first. Last piece of advice, if you're gonna go through anything, any procedure of any kind, not just dental, do not overthink every single symptom that you're going to have that you did not expect. Do not Google every single thing that you see or feel. It's not going to help you. Ultimately, you have to listen to the professionals here that know the situation of your case better than you do and better than the internet does. I wish I hadn't Googled so many things and spiraled, because that made it harder. I was constantly convinced that it was failing and that things were definitely wrong. I was having an infection, all that jazz, especially yesterday when I started feeling pain after not feeling pain. I thought, well, the pain's coming back, something's wrong. But healing is not linear, and it's still within the first week. It's natural that I'm going to feel different things in recovery that I am not familiar with. Different types of pain. It's weird. There's just different things going on in there. Different parts are healing. My jaw, I'm growing bone. The stitches themselves, the wounds, my gum being cut open, it's all healing. So of course I'm going to feel different types of pain. I'm still going to take it easy for the next week. I'm not going to try to push myself to do things that I'm not ready for yet, or, you know, that just try to go back into normal living too fast. And if anything, it's rest of my mind. Like, it gives me peace of mind to know that I can take one more week to really, you know, relax and heal. I might try to film some videos tomorrow for my horror channel, because I kind of need to. But I'm done with antibiotics. I'm done with the heavy-duty pain pills. I'm just on regular ibuprofen when I need it, and that's it. Like, I'm in the home stretch for the main part of recovery. Obviously recovery is very long. a month until I can really use my mouth properly and chew things properly. I can't eat anything crunchy or sharp. Can't use straws for 4 weeks. I mean, these teeth will be the strongest teeth that I'm going to have. So getting the bone grafts to make sure that they're stable in my jaw is very important. And I can't tell you the relief I feel not feeling pain, or feeling the pain of the surgery, but not feeling pain of that tooth back there. The infected, nasty tooth that had to go, that got extracted. I'm so relieved that that's no longer an issue. But that's been my first week of my healing journey and the procedure, and well, the first procedure and everything. I get my stitches out in 1 week, and then I will film kind of that, or at least how it feels and stuff like that, to put in part 3, which will also probably entail the implant process, which I'm kind of nervous about the posts going in, because I'm getting a post on this side now, and that'll make healing even worse, because then I'll have no sides of my mouth to use. So part 3 is going to be very long ways away, probably a couple months, I imagine. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm just gonna heal. I'm gonna grow some bone in my jaw. I hope you enjoyed seeing my journey, and I hope this helps some of you out who may have dental anxiety or have to do something similar. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.